Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are going to be continuing my series of Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 3 episode reviews by talking about episode 4 of Dragons Rising Season 3, entitled The Great Zane Robbery. Now, as per usual, this review will start with me talking about the positives of this episode, the things that I enjoyed, then we will transition into some of the not so great stuff until at the end of this video, I give the episode in question a score out of 10 according to my own opinion. Also, this video will contain spoilers for this episode. You have been warned, spoilers are ahead. So The Great Zane Robbery, I liked this episode quite a bit actually. First of all, for the good, a lot of callbacks here. A lot of callbacks. First of all, we have Zane mentioning his falcon. That's always fun to see. Also, he comes across a new mysterious monastery. I'm sure we will learn more about that monastery later on. And a chase ensues on a train with Zane and Xanth. Wonderful set piece, but the train chase sequences get more intense later in the episode, more on that momentarily. But Zane finds a pod inside the train, and in the pod, like we all predicted, is Pixel. The reunion here is so sweet between the two. The music, the emotion, it's just great. Zane and Pixel finally reuniting after years for them and years for us. Like I said, Pixel has clearly been offline for a while, and I loved how heartfelt this emotion was. Pretty much the theme of this episode is emotion, especially when it comes to Zane. And when they fight together finally, it's great to see. Like nothing ever changed between the two. They picked up right where they left off. And like I said, there is an awesome set piece later on in the episode. The entire battle on the train I adored. First of all, Noct versus Zane, loved that. Noct said that he was hoping for a rematch, and it definitely was a great rematch, a great battle on board the train, kind of like a classic sword fight turned Western-inspired battle on top of a moving train. Makes sense considering the Western-inspired title as well for this episode. But still, I loved the action in this episode. Also, Pixel battling Dragonians was so great to see. The battle was also very long, very entertaining, very dynamic. The animation was smooth. All around, just an awesome battle. Cannot praise the fight scenes in this episode enough. Also, we do have a bit of a Zane sacrificial play at the end of this episode when he tries to stop the train, and of course we get the classic sad Zane sacrifice music, very, very much giving me Season 3 rebooted vibes. I love how Season 3 of Dragons Rising is giving us a lot of callbacks to Season 3 of the original Ninjago series. Just awesome how that works. But still, I loved all of the Zane and Pixel stuff. That's the bulk of this episode, and it was just so fantastic. Loved every second of it. Also, in terms of other good stuff, we have a little tease for Jay/Rogue. We finally hear him talk. It's kind of like a deeper voice with a voice changer. Great voice for Rogue, in my opinion. Very techno-inspired. And also, we have a small scene at the end with Rox and the Dragonians invading the Sea Village, finding a prismatic blade in the crab tooth. So I guess that explains some things. But still, awesome little scene at the end. Definitely not that much presence from Rox, but still a lot of presence from Noct in this episode. In terms of the bad stuff, I have a few things, not much. I did find the bit with Zane mimicking the voices of the other ninja to be kinda whatever, kinda weird, kinda bizarre. Surely there must have been a better way to introduce Pixel to the new characters, maybe have them introduce themselves to Pixel later when they inevitably all meet up again. Also, I know that some folks are going to expect me to talk about Raptin, and yes, I still don't like Raptin, but I will say, in this episode, him and his freebooters are not that bad. They're not as annoying as they usually are. It's still like, ugh, why are you here again? They could have literally used anyone else for this train robbery, but I mean, they weren't as bad in this episode as previous ones, so it's not like the biggest deal in the world. It didn't bother me that much. But overall, I enjoyed this episode. Definitely a great episode for Zane fans and Pixel fans as well. Fantastic episode overall, just with a few minor complaints. Overall, I will give this episode a 9 out of 10 for everything that I listed in this review. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone, and thank you so much for watching. Leave all of your thoughts surrounding this episode down below, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this one, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Peace.